start in the land, whether you're planning to write about it or whether you're planning to produce it. It all begins in the very most basic terms on the soil and outside of the vineyards even. So anyone that goes there, and I get constantly people asking me for references and contacts and stuff, people that would like to visit, people that would like to do harvest or anything like that. Start working in the vineyard. Not even if you haven't got time to work, just walk, just walk as much as you can, or bike. Just be on the land. Try and understand it from a land perspective first, and then everything sort of slips into place and starts making sense. I'd start in the odd court. I'd look over the land and walk down the slope and walk left and right, look up and down, and see how different people are working. And then once you start to appreciate how different people work, try and find out the owners of who works in a way that you feel comfortable in those vines. It's the remarkable thing about Burgundy through Napoleonic inheritance laws. You've got 10 different people working in 10 different ways in the space of 2 minutes walk, and so you can really make those observations for yourself and start a discovery for yourself very, very quickly there. The other thing I'd do is see if you can get up to the Abbey de Saint Vivant, the ruins of the Abbey de Saint Vivant. It's not open to the public, but even just standing outside and looking at it, it's a pretty special place. It's before Claude Vougeot and before the Cistercians came along, there were the Benedictines, and they really seeded that first principle of the notion of terroir in its almost pagan form, trying to reflect nature, God's creations, into something that we can, through the human spirit, into something that we can taste and feel, or in architecture, and that we can see and build and live in, or in our food. That's the notion of terroir in its purest form, and that really was started perhaps by the Benedictines, and their place is the Abbey de Saint Vivant, the last existing place, I believe, in Burgundy. And it's simply a ruin, but it's been arrested. It's not decaying anymore because an association has put a roof over the top of those ruins, and those caves still exist, and it's just a really special and humble place. That's the other thing, is and that instills that sense of humility that is absolutely essential to understanding Burgundy, but it's essential to understanding wine in its entirety. Is never think you've figured it out. Come to it with a level of humility and things, and the journey is a great one. How we approach that is my assistant winemaker in the winery, the guy that I lean on most. He spent 2.5 years in the